Okay, so let's take a look at these matches, and you know they're very new here. So, uh, wow, Hikaru versus Sauhai, Ending Walker versus Problem X, Ryu versus Bison. This is going to be very interesting. I think that's going to be our first. It's 17 minutes, 18 minutes, but we're not going to go as long as that. We'll probably go the first game, maybe two, and see how it goes. So let me take a look here. Here. All right, everybody. So we are going to be looking at the ranked matches that were pulled from today on the YouTube site Street Fighter 6 High Level Replays. And we're going to go through a couple of these. We're going to commentate through them, analyze them, and sort of see what was going on and what the players were thinking in some of these matches. So one of the first ones that we're going to pick, it says here just 11 hours ago, it's Ending Walker versus Problem X. And what makes this even more interesting is the fact that they're in the same area here. So it would be the same World Warrior. And let me make sure that, okay, yeah, the graphics are good. Okay, so here we go. We're going to go into our first match here. Oh!
Let us begin.
The horse is ready to go. Okay, now, what's the first thing we can automatically see from this matchup? Well, Problem X is using Bison. Bison is still extremely new, roughly a week and a half old to Street Fighter 6. And he's in his classic DLC costume here. We also see the Problem X is already at Master Rank, and he already has 1900 MR, which is really fantastic. He's been very excited waiting for Bison to come out. Ending Walker came through in Street Fighter 5, mainly using Ed. And Ed was a mixed martial arts character in Street Fighter V. He had more direct inputs, which people would say was the start of the modern inputs for Street Fighter 6. Who brought that in? Ed brought that in. He was a brand new character to Street Fighter V, and especially with those type of buttons. Now, off and on, he used Ken and was predominantly using Ken in Street Fighter 6. And Ken, you know, clearly Shoto has run cancels, fantastic mix-ups with the Gen Rise, Dragon Lash, keep the pressure up, OD, EX Dragon Lash, cross up in the corner, keep the pressure going. Very strong character. Ken kept strong and got a little bit of a buff to his Shoryuken uppercut, whereas Ryu ended up focusing more on zoning and ground game and fundamentals, and had buffs to his Hashigeki and his Hadouken Fireball game. So it's interesting to see how the Rushdown character has excelled traditionally with the uppercuts. Ryu is excelling traditionally with his ground game with the fireballs. Ending Walker is picking Ryu and not the up-in-your-face playstyle that he was using with Ken and using with Ed. And he uses Ed in 6 also. Street Fighter 6 Ed, which is boxing. So these two players picking these two characters is very interesting. I'm not surprised about Problem X. I'm a little bit surprised with Ending Walker. However, at the same time, Ryu hits like a tank. So, and he's had constant buffs and constant quality of life updates. His Hashigeki is very strong. His Fireball game is very strong. His damage, like we just said, is terrific. And he has full health. So, all right, let's get into it here. Oh, wait, let me turn it up a little bit. I can hear what's going on. Okay. Okay, nice anti-air on the jump in there. He's already trying to force Bison over into the corner. And he's doing mix-ups with the throws. Okay, crouching low forward there. And closes it out with the perfect. So what did we see was he immediately checked Bison on his initial onslaught in. And Problem X, it felt to me like he's really testing the waters. Problem X is very aggressive. He fishes a lot. And Bison is plus. So he was really being patient here. This was clearly a strong round for Ending Walker, but a very cautionary round here for Problem X.
This fist is everything to me. Round 2. Fight.
There you go. Okay, starts off with a Psycho Crusher. Okay, great reversal. Too much aggression there. Ending Walker wants to reset the neutral, tries to get a meaty on the jump in. Okay, that's it, the donkey kick. Overhead. Keeps the combo going with the Tatsu. Accesses, the damage once again with that low forward. Oh, okay. Well, we have a little bit of a near miss for everybody at that point. Okay, the backhand Psycho Mine is live. Problem X puts himself into burnout because he knows he's going to close it out. He doesn't care, he doesn't care that he has the Psycho Mine and everything planted already. The Psycho Mine does take time to explode, like JP's Amnesia, right? So it's time sensitive. The thing is that Problem X already had to confirm. He got a combo for 55%, keeping the damage up on Ryu, and wasn't even going to be patient enough to wait for the Psycho Mine to go. He just completes the combo and gets it over with. Bison's new backhand to Psycho Mine plant is brand new for Dictator in general. He never had that before. And in my opinion, it makes Bison even scarier because now he can set a trap and then he can basically do wherever he wants. And the pressure is on even more now. Not only is Bison plus, and he does a bunch of damage, he has fantastic aerial mobility and speed on the ground with his slide and his scissor kick, right? His knee press. But now he can put a bomb on you and it's going to explode. So Bison's very, very scary. We're tied 1 round apiece. Okay, patient play here. Meaty jump in. Okay, fantastic stuff there for Ending Walker. Goes into, that was the Hashigeki. Okay, that was a very long range shimmy there because Problem X knew that move pulls his hurt box back and hitbox and then pulls the forward there. So he was just, you know, trying to get a confirm against Ryu. Okay. Great drive rush combo. And of course, Ending Walker's going to take it. But the interesting thing is that Problem X tried to close everything out and get a reset against Ryu in the corner. But he dropped it a little bit and then he paused. And in that moment, that's when Ending Walker said, okay, you know what? I'm going to try to take the advantage of this and go in and close out the game. The very interesting thing is that at this point, we went from a little bit more of a slower start of the rounds in the first game, in the first round. They continue on to being extremely aggressive by using the drive rush and getting their confirms by punishing each other's drive rush. And it's almost, okay, I hit my drive rush. I'm going to see if I can try to land the hit first. And who is going to get there first to close this out? It's almost who is more aggressive, whose turn is it going to be, a massive flip of the coin. And that's how they're playing this game. Okay, so game over to Ryu, Ending Walker there. Okay, nice confirm here once again. And this is the same as the last game. What have we seen? Bison on the player 2 side. He's constantly being pushed into the corner by Ending Walker on the player 2 side. We have not seen Ryu and Dictator on the player 1 corner just yet. Okay, great confirm to the knee press for Problem X. Catches the drive rush once again with the OD uppercut. And we're seeing Problem X at this point really abusing the scissor kick because of the plus frames on it and quick startup. Okay, fantastic placement of drive impact. Gets the stun on a burnt out Ryu. Oh man, and okay, and because of the combo, there is a bit of scaling on that. Nice parry. Oh man. Okay, and right there, the reason why Ryu falls is because of the amount of life that he has left. He only has a fraction of life. If he would have had as much life, I'd say, as Bison, he would have possibly won out over Bison, because Bison has that amount of life, but there's gray life in it also. Drive impact works best when you have enough life that it can absorb the hit and then give you the damage on your opponent. So this is a good round here for Problem X. I think Ending Walker did that for a little bit of a visual distraction. He was hoping, with how aggressive Problem X has been, that he will probably try to also drive rush forward, but he would take the Hadouken, and then using that Hadouken as the shield, Problem X would then get the confirm into a combo. Okay, keeping the pressure up on Problem X. Okay, catches the Devil's Reverse up in the air. Nice reversal here for Problem X. Okay, everybody's just at a throw range. Okay, going for the overhead. Good meaty jump in here to scissor kick. Okay, jab check for Ending Walker. Can't do anything about the drive impact unless you parry it or DI back. Gets the wall crumple, closes it out. Okay, scissor kick combo once again. You know, fantastic forward movement and pressure here for Bison. And now we're back on player 2 side again. Or player 1 side. Nice parry on the Psycho Crusher. And that's it. Goes through level 3. Big damage here for Problem X. And, of course, sending Walkers and Burnout, which is not, you know, not ideal at all. See how elusive that was, the Devil's Reverse. He seemed to access it when he was halfway coming down in the air. Uses Psycho Crusher OD to chip out the rest of Ryu's life. Okay, so we're tied rounds. Perfect parry on the donkey kick. But he was unable to capitalize. Startup frames were caught by Ending Walker. Nice anti-air with the uppercut. Jab combo to Tatsu, uppercut once again. Low forward into Psycho Mine, back fist combo. Wow. Problem X is already so fantastic. And you know, the amazing thing is that Bison is still so new. He's still learning how to play him. Okay, gets about 15-20% off of the knee press Nightmare, but it's not enough. Ending Walker closes it out with a burnout combo.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, thank you so much. Hey, I appreciate it. Okay, the Psycho Mine has been planted once again, and he wants to make sure he is up in your face. Now, real quick, guys, just so you know, too, that combo looks like it's the same combo that he did previously when he planted the last Psycho Mine. He has the overhead mixed in there. He plants the mine. He creates some confusion with lows, then he goes with an overhead, the mine goes off, then he does the air-to-air, and then he gets to juggle on the ground. But Walker's in a tough spot because he did another Psycho Mine, so... Okay, keeping the pressure up with an OD. Psycho Crusher. Into the stomps. 2 head presses. You know, really, this doesn't get more of a classic matchup than this. I mean, I guess unless it was Ryu versus Sagat, right? But this is a classic. This is a classic match here. Fantastic stuff, going straight to the level 3. While he's doing that, he gets to heal up some of his resources here. I was gonna say back at 3 bars, but drive rushes in. You know, and that standing strong of Bison's is unbelievably good for range. Good anti-air on the Devil's Reverse. Hashigeki to level 3. Air to air. And that's it. You know, Ending Walker knew that he had to close it out in the corner there. Close it out with a DI. He had enough life to be able to do it. Bison did not. And even if he was blocking, it's still going to break through the guard. So, very smart play. Smart play there for Ending Walker. So I believe we're 2-1 Ryu. Okay, now we're seeing a much more aggressive start here by Problem X, and he's mixing in throws a lot more now. You know, using a little bit of that Psycho Axe. Scissor kicks. Gets to confirm on the drive rush, keeps the pressure on. Going for that level 1 knee press Nightmare again, and that's about a 4th of life over to Problem X. Okay, so Ending Walker's going, hey, you're being too aggressive on the ground, so what I'm going to do is start throwing out these fireballs to help shield me a little bit here. Gets the confirm off of the low forward. Keeping the pressure up and got caught with the jab once again by Ryu. A little bit of trade with the standing strong. Okay, closes it out with a roundhouse there. We're tying the rounds once again. Okay, keeping the pressure up on Problem X right now, so he doesn't feel comfortable in putting out a button just yet. A little bit of shimmying back and forth. You know, he's hoping to try to catch him on a whiff punish there. Okay, Psycho Axe. Walk up throw. He tried to do an EX, either an EX head press or a EX Devil's Reverse. And that's a tough spot for Bison to be in the corner there. You know, he had utilized all of his resources up at that point and was burnt out. Problem X got knocked out by the EX Tatsumaki. Fantastic. Very fantastic. So what did we notice from going back and forth with Ending Walker and Problem X? Well, generally speaking, I'd say Problem X started out being very patient. And we saw him being forced into player 2 side quite a lot. And then he started turning on the momentum. And then you could see him fishing with different things. He was fishing with his standing medium kick. He was fishing with the Psycho Axe. He was fishing with and keeping pressure with his bicycle kick and his scissor kicks, right? And a lot of those things are great tools for Bison, but the problem was that he, towards the end, in being aggressive, he would do a drive rush, and then Ending Walker would check the drive rush with a jab. And then he would start up a full combo. And then Problem X would go, okay, well then I'm going to try to go in with some aerials. And then you could see him basically trying to create feints over in the corner, you know, of, okay, well, you know, maybe I'm going to come over. You know, he's trying to psych Ending Walker out, maybe to do an uppercut. Well, at that point in time, Bison would already be on the ground, and he could try to get a confirm while Ryu is coming down with his negative frames. Some of the things Problem X was trying to do, Ending Walker was catching on startup. He was catching on the cooldown, like say some of the head presses and things he wasn't able to get, or just up in the air with those. The combos that Problem X was able to get were huge and just big damage and fantastic stuff. I feel that Ending Walker really utilized Drive Impact the best, because every time that he was able to get Problem X in the corner and knew that he had more life than he did, he hit DI to close out the rest of the bar, the health bar. So in the end, Ryu was very slow, steady, and had fundamentals. And Bison was full of high octane, wanted to get in, wanted to get the momentum and close out the rounds with big damage. And that's literally what we just saw on the screen. So very interesting. Problem X, like I said, probably only playing this character, just came out for a week and a half. He's still really ironing out what all of Bison's ranges are, speed is, combos are, and everything. So I guarantee we're going to see a lot of very, very, very fantastic things from Problem X. So that was a good one. Hey there, what's up, what's up? I love the horse. Yeah, in Street Fighter 5, right. Yes, he was the more simplified input, and then they used that as a what, like a precursor, right, to modern. Yeah. All right. Okay, let's take a look at another one here. So there's another one here by Ending Walker where he's playing Ed. That's interesting. Okay, we have a Problem X versus Ending Walker again. That's Ed and Bison. So nothing like fighting against your boss, right? Um. Hmm. Hmm. Well. Kikaru versus NL. Let's get some Akuma in there.
Interesting.
It is interesting. Okay, so let's see here.
Interesting. This sucks. Round one. Fight.
Okay, so what's the first thing we're gonna see here? Kikaru picking Bison. In Street Fighter 6, we have a very, very, very strong JP player. And what makes this interesting is the fact that we're going from a more setup heavy involving projectiles and zoning to setup heavy, both technical characters, is now setup heavy involving rushdown and up and in your face. So it's one coin, two sides. Kikaru won the South Africa Red Bull tournament with JP. And one of the things that he really, 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 really did well at, and I noticed it and thought, man, I think this is really going to catch on a lot. And it did, but not to the level that he was doing it, which seemed very often. It seems to be a little bit more calmed down. Is he was doing perfect parries constantly. And it seemed almost as if he was always taking his turn with JP. And I thought that was going to sort of keep going, but it sort of calmed down a little. But I always thought that was pretty interesting. Then we have NL. And NL has been using Akuma quite a bit. And he played in the team tournament that was just over the weekend. And he played Akuma also. In Street Fighter 5, NL played a lot of Cammy. So it's going to be pretty cool to see how he's going to do here. And yeah, two very strong characters. Two characters that were released within 35-40 days of each other. Two boss characters, and ones that are both extremely strong, except for the fact that Akuma's health is 1,000 less than Bison's health, but his damage output is a bit higher to help balance him in that regard, right? So let's take a look here. Okay, that's it. So we're having a reversal to snuff out the drive rush right away. Wow, okay, the drive impact right on the demon dive kick. Okay, second back fist Psycho Mine is landed. NL almost has a meaty jump in with that. You know, and the funny thing is that NL, playing so unbelievably aggressively, knows that as long as he can get the confirm when that Psycho Mine is on him, it can't detonate. Okay. Knows he's not getting the confirm for the combo, so he mixes in the throw. Blocks the Psycho Crusher, and Bison puts himself into burnout there. Bison does a short, basically almost a fake reverse setup, and NL falls for it, goes for the uppercut, and on the cooldown frames gets punished. Fantastic setup there by Kikaru. Okay, a little bit of neutral play here once again. Drive rush combo gets through with a low forward. Gets to confirm. Devil's reverse gets crossed up. Fantastic corner combo, closes it out with the heavy Tatsu. Both guys have access to level 3. Great drive rush shimmy here. Gets to confirm into huge damage and closes it out with a level 1 Metsu Hado. We're tied rounds. Low forward combo there to the heavy Tatsu. OD head, Devil's Reverse. Kikaru did not continue the rest of the combo off the confirm there. Okay, drive rush overhead's blocked. Everybody's sitting on a level 3. Psycho Mine NL, very patient. Blocks everything. Both characters roughly same amount of life at this point. NL gets himself out of the corner there. Goes for full combo. And that's probably going to kill Bison. Unbelievable. Huge combo there. Huge combo for NL. The fact that he was fighting, at this point, he's at probably about 45% health, right? And Bison was at about 55% health. The funny thing is that NL knew as long as he could land that combo, he could burn himself out, which is a very, very, very dangerous thing for Akuma to do because of the chip damage, and considering Bison's a heavy hitter, and he's always in your face. The chip damage, even if he was blocking, would be considerable. Got Kikaru into the corner, did a multiple OD combo, and closed it out with his level 3. So that was huge. So that means that combo, it says 19 hits. It had to have done over 50-55% for an L. And what else we're seeing is that all of these rounds, NL is starting with a fireball. He started each one with a fireball this whole time. And what else did we see Ending Walker doing? The majority of rounds, he started out with a projectile each time also. So that is really the Shoto fundamentals at that point. Keeping pressure on the ground. Okay, going for the dive kick. Nice confirm on startup there. blocks the reversal. And that's the brand new, that's the Metsu. No, it's not. That's Adamant Flame. So he does Adamant Flame, which is Akuma's brand new move to Street Fighter 6 and in the Street Fighter series period. And, you know, getting quite a bit of mileage out of it. And, you know, and it's really something to see while we're already having it paused. Aggressively locking Kikaru down in the corner. You can see the difference between NL and Ending Walker and how they're playing. Now, Ending Walker played absolutely fantastically, but the aggression that NL is bringing in locking Kikaru down and sticking him ground-based in that corner is pretty intimidating. And Kikaru's stuck. I mean, his life is already gone, and we're only not even 20 seconds into this first round. Okay, catches the drive rush. You know, and the funny thing is, Zenel does not even care. He's going, I want to close this out. I want to close this out, and he's just rushing in as much as he can. He burned himself out in the process, too. Okay, going for a little bit of a mix-up there. Gets the confirm with the Fierce. You know, and the funny thing is, I bet you Kikaru's thinking, you know what, last time I was stuck in the corner like this, I tried to do a reverse, and NL blocked it. So he's being a lot more patient, and he's trying to fish with his normals more than putting the reversal out. That's going to take it for Bison. Okay, very strong comeback there. Okay, air fireball. Following it behind it for extra pressure. Oh, try to go for the air-to-air there. Got caught on the Devil's Reverse. Back fist Psycho Mind planted. Not keeping up the pressure, going for the throw instead. Not allowing the cross-up medium kick to get access. Adamant Flame to heavy Tatsumaki. Oh, try to go for the Orobo throw. And that was the first one we've seen. Kikaru combos to the head press level. Closes it out. So it's 1-1. Keeping the pressure up with the scissor kicks because they're, you know, really fantastic. They're plus. KNL has to start watching his meters here. Strong access here for Kikaru. Okay, roundhouse is an anti-air. NL takes the risk, burning himself out. Sweep. Okay, keeping the pressure up. And chips NL out with the Psycho Crusher to close it. Okay, a little bit of a respectful start to this round here. NL is not getting any mileage out of that cross-up medium kick there, but he's trying. He's trying with it. Low forward there to start off the combo, and the Psycho Mine is planted. Going for the sweep. He went for the overhead, just like how Problem X did with the Psycho Mine. But the detonation time was a little off for him. Combos to Shoryuken into level 3. Okay, that leaves 3 bars here for Kikaru. But he has access to CA, so really, he can still kill Akuma very easily. Okay, Urobo gets it, and that's it. Fantastic stuff there for NL. Ties it 1 round apiece. That Urobo was originally from Street Fighter 4, and they brought it to Street Fighter 6. Adamant to Heavy Tatsu. Going for the throw once again. And that's the second time. That's the second time, and specifically in that player 1 side, that Dictator tried to do the reversal to get out. And it was blocked. So, smart stuff there by NL. And you could tell in that corner, he was really accessing throws a whole lot more, because he knew if you keep going in with buttons, Keikaru was blocking them. He was able to get whiff punishes on them. So NL thought, you know what, I'm just going to start mixing in some throws. And because of the amount of damage Akuma accesses anyways, the throws do considerable amount of damage. So he mixed them in and baited out the reversal once again, because remember, Bison doesn't have a reversal in his actual toolkit, and he closed it out. So fantastic stuff there for NL. And we did see 2 different styles of Bison here between Keikaru and Problem X. I think both of them had fantastic combos and things like that, but when it really came down to it, Problem X had better access of some of his combos and setups, but I really think Keikaru will get to that point also. Bam. Yeah, studying combos. Keikaru is. Well, I'm sure everybody is. Let's do one more. We've got we have a lot of Aki here. Oh, that's why it says Aki on there. Kobayan versus Baba. Number 1 Zangief and number 2 Manon. Alright. 2 grapplers. Okay. Zangief has gone through a lot of quality of life updates in the last 2 patches. We now see him easier to and able to combo into his level 1, the air command grab, and his level 2, the lariat. And he's doing more damage now, and in some cases his hitbox has been extended forward more. Manon, when she has her upswing upkick in her level 2, they worked on better hitboxes for her to get better damage initially, and in the 1 update, and then they said, oh, well, we could fix it a little bit better, and then they did it again. So that was adjusted twice. When she gets 5 medals, she can do roughly 37% better than 37% on a command grab. That was scaled when she could combo into a level 3 or a CA with those 5 medals. Because they were afraid of the amount of damage that she would output. But they gave it to her. There's no scaling now on that in that last patch. So really what they did was, when she reaches level 5, when she gets 5 medals, she gets roughly 37%, which is more initially than I believe a regular command grab Zangief can do, who has the strongest command grabs. And she doesn't have to spend meter for it. And then it does not scale her level 3 and her CA now. They just gave her all the damage on that. Yeah, I know they worked on that, and I know they worked on her level 2 quite a bit. So, all right. Okay, here we go. Okay, combo to the lariat. Same combo to push Manon into the corner there. Keeping the pressure up, Kobayan puts himself into burnout because he knows that he has her in the corner. Her life is going down. He takes the risk. Okay, we're now at a level 2, and this is a big comeback here. Gets the stun on Drive Impact because Geef was in burnout. You know, and turns things around very, very quickly. And the Standing Strong is going to close it out for Kobayan. And that dash forward command grab is the Dore. That is a different named command grab that I just can never remember. The Dore and... Gah. But both characters are at a level 3 now. And Manon is sitting on a full level 5. Goes for the reversal. They extended the hitbox of the slap chops further for Zangief. Closes it out with the OD. Manon, huge amount of damage. Gets the rounds tied. And everybody's still sitting on their levels. Okay, gets the whiff punish on Manon with a level 3. Does about 45-50%. Drive Impact on the overhead swing kick. You know, and at this point, Baba's thinking, I want to ideally kind of stay a little further away for these confirms because he's getting picked to death here by Zangief. So he gets the big confirm. He goes straight to his level 3. And the drive rush trade works in Kobayan's favor. Okay, great combo there to her spinning command grab. And we're seeing, and that's the Dore command grab with the dash in. Kobayan's trying to use Zangief's longest moves against Manon initially because she's trying to slice at him from a distance. Okay, a little bit of neutral play there, but Manon's slowly working her way into the corner. Okay, jab to... I was going to say, jab to a great combo. Didn't close it out with a command grab, but going for that level 2. Lariat. Blocks Manon's slide level 1. Closes it out with an OD spinning pile driver. Gets to confirm off of a standing short. Okay, trying to go for me to jump in there. Realized he wasn't getting any mileage off of the parry, so he goes for the throw. Oh, boy, I thought he was going to do a lariat or an anti-air with that. Okay, goes for the spinning command grab there. This is a tough spot for Zangief to be in, but Manon let him out of the corner. Baba sitting on a level 3 with 4 medals. Jab goes for the confirm into the spinning command grab. Kobayan sitting on a CA, but that's not going to do anything. So it's interesting, too, to see. Baba is walking back because he's hoping Zangief's going to chase him down and put out something unsafe so that he can capitalize on it also. Outrange him and capitalize on it. Nice reversal. Okay, catches the tail end of the cooldown frames of the spin. That's it. Accesses the level 3. Kobayan almost at 1 bar here on his meter. And there you go. Big damage here. And that's it. Manon gets 2 command grabs, closes it out. That means we are tied 1 round apiece. Oh no, 1 game apiece. 1 game apiece. Okay, nice sweep after the with command grab. Her with command grab gets the SPD because, you know, it's an execution error. Extended hitbox on the chops once again. Gets great mileage for Zangief players. One of his new updates. We're going to parry, perfect parry that meaty jump in with the light kick. Super punch, a little bit of armor on it. What's the setup on the hard knockdown? Blocks the level 1 once again. That is another quality of life update for Zangief to be able to get the SPD off of the level 2 lariat. Both characters in Burnout, but it is the jabs that close it out for Zangief. 2-1. I think that was pretty good. That was a good. That was a very good game. It comes down to who is going to have the execution error, who is going to put out something that's so unsafe that the other person can capitalize and get the massive damage on. Massive damage with a level, massive damage with a command grab. Both players, mainly Kobayan, was trying to force Manon Baba into the corner and then really keep the pressure going there and get the command grabs. Baba was trying to play more of the keep away game, which was very interesting because the thing with Manon is she can outrange you and get it confirmed that way, drive rush in, and then start up getting her command grabs and getting her medals going. So it was a little bit of a give and take on both sides. Baba trying to use more of the whole space of the screen. Kobayan trying to constantly push Baba into the corner. Very, very, very good rounds. And of course, both characters, like I said, doing everything they can to try to access the command grabs, which is the biggest chunks of damage besides the levels that they could try to get. So, I don't know about that. But I hope you guys had a good one with reviewing this footage and everything with me. And it was interesting breaking it all down. Just like we said here, you can head on to YouTube, and if you type in ranked matches, high-level ranked matches, they'll all pull up. And what makes this really handy is the fact that they're all together. All of the rounds are all together, so you can watch it seamlessly and see what's going on in it. It's pretty handy. But yeah, I'm happy you guys had a good time with it. Yeah, and it helps me try to keep it all fresh too. So when you do it live in front of people, it's a very good it's a good practice and everything. So thank you guys, I appreciate it. Yeah. I'll tell you guys how I break this stuff down. So when I first got started doing this, it was in Street Fighter 4. And what I did was it started off with going to all the tournaments and everything, and you would hear the commentators saying what's going on, right? And you go, okay, here's what's happening, and you're trying to watch and understand and everything along the way. And then what I would do is I would get paper or a notebook, and each page I had a different character. Now, ironically, I got this idea from playing Vega, because what I did was I had a notebook, and each page I had, this is what you should do with this character, against this character, and this is what you should not do. And I had a notebook just with Vega things in it. And it got to the point where I said, you know what, I'm going to do the same thing, but for commentary, and I'm going to put down, here's the character's pluses, here's the character's minuses, whatever, and this is their special moves and all that stuff, and and I'd write it all down. And then I'd go, well, I'd try to learn it and everything, and then, you try to learn the different situations and everything as it goes along, and then you're listening to all the different commentators, and then you're trying to write down and try to understand what the key things are that's going on in that, and then you're trying to utilize it and memorize it and everything else. And then eventually what happened was that I had this notebook, and then I broke it down to cue cards. And I used to take the cue cards and things with me to the different tournaments and everything. And then eventually I just broke away from the cue cards, and that was it. So now, even now, I said, okay, well, there's certain things that I just can't remember. So we were watching Akuma earlier, an NL's Akuma, and I said, hey, that's Adamant Flame. I was able to remember that, and for whatever reason, I was able to remember Orobo Throw, but to remember French names throw me off. I just can't do it. And Manon's spin command grab, I cannot remember that name. I can't remember it. I've tried. I cannot get it. I can remember Marissa's the Greek names. I cannot remember the French names, and except for Dore, which is the dash up. She does a run to get in. And it's just interesting how everybody's brain sort of works a little differently. But for some reason, I just can't seem to remember that. Street Fighter 4, yeah. Loved listening to South Killian. Yes. He's very, very good. Yes. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. Thank you. You know,